right, friends, today I'm going to show you how to mix the minor pentatonic and the E Mixolydian together when you're playing your blues. You would do this over the E7 chord in an E blues, but you can also use it in more context than that. New guitar tutorials every single Monday. I'm going to have the tabs for all the licks and scales here. Print these tabs for becoming a Patreon with a link right here. That's for this lesson and all our lessons. This specific tab is pinned in the first comment. I also do private lessons one-on-one, emails in the description if you're interested. And let's just jump on in, break the scales down, and then how to use them. So today we're going to be mixing the E minor pentatonic and E Mixolydian with some blues soloing. All these tabs right here, you can print these by becoming a Patreon. The link is right here in the notes. These specific tabs are pinned in the first comment of the comment section, okay? New guitar tutorials on Monday, so subscribe if you like this kind of content. And let's just break it down. First, let's learn our first two shapes, the E minor pentatonic. Now technically this is the E blues scale because we added one extra note. 03, 01, that's the note that makes it a blues scale. 2. 03, 01, 2, 02, 02, 3. There that note is again. 03, 03. Okay, be able to play through that before we're moving on with this lesson. Next is E Mixolydian. And the E Mixolydian is the E major scale, but instead of having a D sharp note, it has a D note, the note that turns an E into an E7. You're going to start off E string 024, A string 024, then we're going to go down to the D string 024, 1, 2 on the G string, 023, 045. I'm sorry, 0245. Now, in addition to that D note, another magic note here is this first fret of the G string that we also see here on the 4th fret here, 4th fret on the E string. That's the chord that makes an E chord a major chord. G is what makes it minor. Now the blues has the note that makes it minor, and the Mixolydian has the note that makes it major. So blending the G and the G sharp is where a lot of these licks get their flavor. Let's take a look at the first one, and it's going to go. So we're going to start off, and we're going to play G string 02. So we're in the minor scale, because the other scale has that 1 right there. So it's 02, open B, open G string. So that's all minor scale. 02, 00. Then we're going to go 2, 3, 4 on our G string. That third note right there, again, is the note that makes it the blues scale. So nothing Mixolydian yet. Down to the B string 3, 5. And then E string 3, hammer 4. And that's the Mixolydian right there. Open E, open B, open E. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So slowly it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lick number 1. Lick number 2, open E, 03 on the B string, 054 on the high E. And again, that 4 is our Mixolydian, right? That's where we mix the scale. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. From there, we're going to go to the E, which is the root note, and then down to 4 on the G string. That outlines an E major chord. Major 3rd, root 5th. It's a cool little arpeggio right there, right? Open, hammer 1. So they were mixing the minor and the major again, or the minor and the Mixolydian. loose finger down to the 2nd fret of the D string and play it again. And that's our root note, our E note. So it's 1 and so slowly it's 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rad. Our next one's my favorite one. This one kind of got inspired by some bluegrass. We're going to slide 3 to 4 on the G string, blues note, up to the B note, which is in both scales. And then come down and pick up on the open E, the root note. So it's kind of like a triplet. Well, it's more like 16ths. 1 E and. We do that 4 times. Come down, index finger, 2nd fret of the B and the G string together, open, and then I play the same 2 notes, but I try to get my 2 fingers in the middle there. So I'm in a better position for the rest of the lick, which is open D string, 2nd fret, open G, hammer on the 1st fret, into the Mixolydian. Now, the 2nd fret of the B string is also Mixolydian. So we get very cool lick. Very cool lick, okay? All right. Okay, our next lick, we're gonna start off open E, open B, down to the open G, hammer on the 1st fret. 1 and 2 and 3. Our first triplet, open B string, hammer 2nd fret, pull open, followed by the open high E. And again, that 2nd fret comes from Mixolydian. A pentatonic lick would be 0-3. Okay. Then we're going to play 2nd or 3rd fret of both the B and the E strings together. And we're going to give them a little baby bend towards the G sharp. So now we're not fully mixing the scales, but we're hinting at mixing the scales. And 2 and 3. And on the 3rd beat, play them both open. And 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Pull the 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Slowly. Very cool. Let's do one more. We're going to play triplets here, open B string, and then open E, B, B, E, triplet. Then the same thing, but 0-0-4, our Mixolydian note. 0-0-5, 0-0-4. So we put that together, sorry, it's... Then 5, slide 3, 5, slide 3, pull 0, 2nd fret, pull 0. And that is 16ths for the first time. So it's 1, E, and a 2. Down to 2nd fret of the D string, pull, hammer on, and play it again. So it's 1 E and a 2 E and a 3. The whole thing slowly. One pull slowly. 1 pola, 2 pola, 3 pola, 4 pola, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3. Now this is just to show you kind of how that works. When to use these ideas, if you're playing a blues over the 1 chord, the E7, you can mix the E blues scale and the E Mixolydian all you want. When it goes to the 2 chord, then you want to do only the E blues scale. Back to the E7, E blues, E Mixolydian. B7, you can use both scales. A7, just the blues scale. E, both scales, okay? Just like that, okay? So that's when to use it as well. And there you go, folks. Those are 5 licks that mix the minor scale and the Mixolydian. Incorporate both of these into your practice routines. An easier way to do it as well is to kind of just know this is a Mixolydian note, this is a Mixolydian note, this is a Mixolydian note, and just kind of see them as extensions of the minor pentatonic. That helps me at first. So it's kind of like in my brain how I superimpose them on top of each other. And I hope that helps expand your world of blues. Until next time, keep on rocking and rolling, friends. Life is good. I'll catch you on the flip side.